Welcome back, Uber Nation. It's been a long time since I made a video, but today I felt as though I had something to say, and I had to get it off my chest to see if it happened to anybody else. Tips are finally here. We've been asking for tips for years, since the very beginning, since when I signed up. Finally, Uber listened. As we all know, tips are now available in-app all over, in every state, statewide, nationwide. It's been about 3 or 4 weeks, and I have definitely noticed that people are tipping, and it's adding up. And I'm loving it. I'm sure everybody else is too. But today, something happened, and it really makes me wonder if it's happening more often, and we're just not catching it, or if it was a glitch or what. I'm not going to jump to conclusions and say it's happening intentionally, but it raises reason to be cautious, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So today I drove this passenger. She was a newbie. It was her first or second ride, and I pick her up, drive her to her destination, drop her off, and she asked for my assistance. She needed help to figure out how to rate me, and I walked her through it. So I ended the trip. She handed me her phone. I explained to her the rating system: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She said I definitely deserve a 5. I gave myself a 5. And then the next screen that pops up is the tip screen. It asks, do you want to tip your driver? I showed her that, and before I even showed it to her, she said, please tip yourself $3. And there's a set tip rate of $1, $3, and $5. So she said tip 3, so I tipped myself $3. It processed. It said thank you for adding $3 tips to your driver, and so it confirmed it, and I saw it, and I handed her the phone back. So now I look at my phone later on, and I noticed that the tip is not there. So I waited, because sometimes it takes time to process through the system and before we can see it on our side. So I gave it the benefit of the doubt, and I just waited. Now at this point it's been a couple hours, so now I'm getting concerned. So I reach out, I go to the help tab, and I reach out to Uber support, and I say there's an issue with my fare. This passenger tipped me, and I don't see it. It's not reflected on my driver app. And of course, I got the generic reply back, something in the lines of tips are up to the passenger, they're not required, blah 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 blah. So I replied back. I said, I understand how it works, thank you, but what I'm saying is I physically watched the passenger tip me. In fact, she instructed me to do it for her because she was new. So I pressed $3 tip. I know what I tipped myself, because that's what the passenger wanted. And I replied, and I send it. They reply back saying, after further reviewing of the fare, there are no additional payments for this ride. No tips were left. Now, I know that the tip was processed because I read it on the passenger's telephone, and it confirmed that it had went through. So now I'm wondering if this is happening to anybody else. I guess there would be no way of knowing, because you wouldn't know, because normally the passengers don't hand us their phones, so you don't know when you're going to get a tip or not. But it really makes me wonder. I'm not going to jump to conclusions yet, but let's just assume that this is happening intentionally by Uber, and we just don't know about it. I hope that's not the case, but I would not be surprised. Well, that's all. That's all I wanted to talk about. You know what I mean? If it's happened to anybody else and you've caught it, let me know, or let me know what you think about this whole situation. I'd like to read your feedback. Like, comment, subscribe. Uber on.